Mr. Jax, what brings you to the struggling side of town?
I heard you were reopening the Haunted Star. I guess I was misinformed.
Well, don't go away angry. I'm sure I can accommodate you. You are my favorite customer.
Really? Would that be because of my charm or my bottomless bank account?
Well, your cash flow run amok certainly goes a long way in the direction of...
Sure it does. I actually missed this place.
Yeah, we do provide a public service, don't we?
Yes, we certainly do. If you need some help, getting the place up and running, you let me know.
I will. I may be ready to talk to you about that soon, actually. But not at the moment. Right now, I'm a little involved, dealing with my extremely pissed-off wife.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't follow.
Well, it's a long, gruesome story. But basically, I'm trying to convince Tracy that I'm suicidal.
Oh.
It's all part of getting her back.
By tricking her?
Right.
But it's really an act of love. Even though you're lying like a rug, you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart.
Super. Succinct. Summing up.
That must be a Spencer thing. Because you sound like Carly.
So what's up with you and my lovely niece these days? Still in wedded bliss?
Lots happened since you've been gone. Carly and I are getting divorced.
Oh, there's a lot of that going around.
Perhaps I should blame you.
Me?
Well, I imagine you probably can't remember with all the scams that you've run. I'll be happy to refresh your memory. Carly divorces Alcazar. She gets let out of Shady Brook, and you facilitated her buying into the Metro Court. You remember that?
Facilitated? No. I blackmailed her. Jax, that's blood under the bridge. Let it go. You don't strike me as a grudge holder.
I'm conflicted. I don't know whether to thank you or to hold a grudge. And you bringing Carly back into my orbit was either the worst thing or the best thing that ever happened to me. It depends on what day you ask.
I know that feeling.
Yes, I imagine you do, being married to Tracy. So, I won't hold a grudge. I'll consider you a fellow casualty in the emotional wars.
Sounds like you're packing your bags.
And trying again with Carly is the ultimate bridge to nowhere. It's a waste of time. Life's too short for that.
I was hoping to pick up a card game. Looks like you're closed.
No, I can always reopen for a beautiful woman.
Can I get a shovel with that?
Pick a table at your peril.
You can take my money?
There is certainly that possibility.
We'll see. You in?
Sure, why not?
Well, great. Lambs to the slaughter. And the house shows blackjack. Tough luck. Listen, if I have to call this short, it'll only be because my wife walked in. And I'm supposed to be distraught at the moment.
Right. I like the way you show it.
Yes, Luke is scamming his wife for the greater good.
I see.
Sonny.
Hey. Hey.
Good.
A little too soon for you to be out gambling, isn't it?
What, are you my father now? Perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
Well, you don't have to get so
I'm
snippy.
not getting snippy. Just stay off my case, okay?
Is it my imagination, or did you show up at my door last night looking for secret medical attention?
Well, that was then. This is now.
That was in this. That logic just hurts my head. You can leave now, Jax, because I got to speak to Luke.
Oh, yes, I'd love to. It's probably mob business. I want to get out of here before the bullets start flying, so... Can I take you home?
Absolutely.
Don't forget your money. Stop back any time. Open or closed. We never close.
Up on that.
Well, this better be good. I was about to take Jax for a long, bumpy ride.
A lot has happened since you were away.
Yeah, I hear.
And there's some things you need to know.
I'm listening.
I made an alliance with the Sakaras. I had to marry Claudia.
You married Claudia?
It's just business.
Corinthos Sakara is a pretty impressive name.
Well, let me tell you, I need that kind of solid base right now. Since John Sakara bought into the Haunted Star, looks like you and I will be partners again. Kate was shot on our wedding day, on the altar right in front of my face.
My God, that's awful.
Instead of, walking out of the church, husband and wife, we went out in an ambulance, blood on my hands. At first I thought it was Carval, who shot her, but it wasn't. Eventually he stabbed me, put weights on my ankles and threw me in the water, left me to drown. So I killed him. And the Russian syndicate retaliated.
All over Jason, from what I hear.
Beat up Mike, burnt down Kelly's, which, whatever it costs, I'll pay for all the damages.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. My sister really wants to reopen there. Now, look, Sonny, you know how I feel about mob politics being taken care of in my places.
Totally understand. Look, I can't speak for Jason because he chose to do this alone. He doesn't want me back in the organization.
Because he thinks that's an open door for Sakara.
Anthony gave me total control of the business. I just had to marry Claudia.
Well, I wonder who got the better part of that deal.
Well, let me tell you something. I don't love the deal, but it does give me some power. And I just don't want to see anybody else get hurt. And you know what? Gives me access from both sides.
Right?
Yeah.
And it also puts you in a position to find out if the Zakaras were behind the hit on Kate.
It's what I've always liked about you. I don't need to explain myself because you already know the answer.
Conflict with Jason is inevitable at some point.
Yeah. Look, I just wanted to tell you this in person because whatever happens with what I'm doing, I want you to know that you are under no pressure from the Sakara organization.
Thanks, that's a relief. I got problems of my own right now.
So I hear you have news of your own? Laura's awake, fully recovered?
Well, fully recovered, that's still iffy. But she is awake. She's in France, and she's being tested and treated.
And you're here?
Yeah, I'm here with my wife, who thinks she ought to be my ex-wife.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Well, Tracy, for reasons that are not worth going into, went to the Dominican Republic to get herself a divorce from me, but she didn't get it, but I'm not supposed to know that she didn't get it. Get it?
Well, let me get this straight. You didn't go to France to be with Laura because you want to stay with Tracy, and then Tracy divorced you or didn't, and now what do you want?
I want to stay married to my wife.
Your wife, Tracy.
Tracy is my wife, yes.
And Laura?
Laura is, she has her life, I have mine.
It's that easy?
It's that obvious, pal. You can't live in the past.
Right.
And you can't get back something that you lost a long time ago.
You know what? That's good advice. I wish you luck.
You too.
Anything goes on around here, call me.
I appreciate that.
Is Luke here?
Yeah.
Wife, well, are you back to see the final binge? Come closer.